This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Oh my god. Sound good?
The United States Senate just rushed and passed a bill overnight, which didn't really pass. It really still has to go through checks and balances and multiple committees and all kinds of shit. But they rushed a tax bill through just because, and literally if you ask any of the Senate Republicans who passed this bill, they'll tell you that it's not because of the bill that they passed it, it's because they want to seem like they actually did some work this year. That this year, they literally did nothing. They got nothing accomplished. And by the end of the year, they wanted to at least have something done. So they rushed through a tax bill that literally will help only corporations and hurts everybody else. Very few Americans will get benefited from this bill, and if it does pass in its current form,
I'll be hurt. I'll have to pay more taxes. That's terrible. That's such a terrible thing, which I can't afford. I can't afford, you know, I'm barely affording my current taxes. I'm not a whiny baby.
So let's fuck over the self-employed, shall we? At the expense that corporations can get tax breaks. Doesn't that make sense? I tell you, this fucking country is so fucking broken. So much shit happens on a daily basis. That's just so fucking ridiculous at this point. I'm just so tired of it. I really am. It seems like no matter what, every single decision the government has made has been hurting me.
It's good to be appreciated.
You know? Let's change healthcare so that the middle class have to fund free healthcare for the lower class. So my insurance premiums go up and my healthcare coverage goes down. Great. So then the administration flips to the other side. Oh, let's raise taxes for the middle class self-employed. What the fuck?
It's like a 5-year-old kid, you know? The mentality of a 5-year-old, the rantings of like a 5-year-old. Like, really? They've literally done nothing but make my life miserable. I'm not a whiny baby. Unbelievable.
They've literally done nothing but make my life more miserable, okay? And Scrupula, you are wrong. Scrupula says, I'm wrong about the tax bill. The media is telling lies. 75% of Americans will have lower taxes. Well, I don't know. All I know is about me. And for me, I'm self-employed. And self-employed people, right, have a bunch of tax write-offs they get to do. Like right now, I get to write off the cost of all equipment that I buy for the year. So for example, perfect example, these headphones I just bought, tax write-off right now. I don't have to pay taxes on that purchase because... well, I get to lower the amount of taxes I pay based on the amount I spent on that purchase for the business. Cost of the video games that I buy. That's included. Cost of electricity. Cost of internet. All that I get to write off my taxes. Alright?
I'm not a whiny baby. I'm a mature adult. Cost of this office. Right? This office that I live in. This office that I work from, okay, is a tax write-off.
What this bill is looking to do is either reduce or gradually phase out all of those write-offs. That's what this bill does for the self-employed. But what it does do is give giant tax breaks to corporations. Why? How does this benefit the American people? These Republicans, alright, are basically thinking that if they help corporations out, that corporations will be able to make more money, and therefore there's this what's called a trickle-down economy. They think that if big corporations do well, that these big corporations will then hire more Americans, and the Americans will eventually prosper. That's the philosophy they're abiding by.
10 years making gameplay videos on YouTube. In mid-2016, I accidentally streamed myself masturbating. There's people who depend on me. There's people who, they find me, I believe, as an inspiration. So what the fuck does that have to do with me? Why am I toxic? Nothing. Zero. Anyone who's self-employed just got butt-fucked by this bill. You don't want to be butt-fucked. Trust me.
Anyway, folks, we'll see what happens. I don't want to go crazy, and here's why I don't want to go nuts, alright? I'll be honest with everyone. Because in America, things are always weird and fucked up. The way this process works, if you don't live in America, you may be very confused. I don't blame you. So, there was already a version of this tax bill passed by our House of Representatives. Now it's been passed by the Senate, but they're two completely different versions of the bill. They're totally different. Now those two versions have to be reconciled to become one super bill that kind of agrees with itself. Then it goes to Trump. Then it has to go back to committees, where committees have to hash out this shit. It's so bizarre, our lawmaking process. It's convoluted as fuck. And I'm not even exaggerating, alright? By the time that this bill passes, it may be different. It could be completely fucking different. It could be like, what? It's like, it literally could be just insanely different. I gotta have so many things added to it and taken out of it and changed that it might be not even a big deal anymore. It's just really odd, okay?
Face Hat, who obviously has been listening to the detractors lately, says, why would you get to write off business expenses if you don't own a business? Because there's this thing called a pass-through business in the United States. What that is, of course, you wouldn't know that if you're just a kid making fucking dumb vlog videos for YouTube to make drama and money. Why am I toxic?
But anyway, this is called, if you are self-employed, but you don't technically own a registered business, but you still earn money, you are able to write things off as business expenses. You don't have to formally own a business to actually have business expense write-offs if you're self-employed in the United States. It's called a pass-through business. You file as an individual, even if you are technically doing business. And that's what I've been doing federally. That's how it works. But, you know, children don't understand that because they're children. And they like to make shit up. So there you go.
I have no fucking self-control. Stop being a moron. Seriously, stop. I'm serious. Stop.
And no, you don't have to pay business tax if you do that, though. That's the thing. Business tax is based off of state. I've been doing it on the federal level. So there you go. Anyway, I'm not going to get into massive tax discussions here on pre-stream.
Because no one really gives a fuck besides morons. So I'm not going to entertain any more stupidity. I wanted to be the person that people trusted and people looked to for, you know, quality work or whatever. I did something wrong and I'm a horrible person and I'm not a children's entertainer.
But, safe to say, now 2 different tax attorneys have looked over my federal income tax returns and said that they have been done 100% correctly. So.
Oh my God. Excuse me.
I'll also say this, folks. I'll say this in advance for those of you who are here tonight. You may be harassed by some asshole who was here earlier harassing stream viewers. I just want to warn you. Someone was messaging people in the stream, harassing them and saying, Phil's a jerk, don't give him any money because he's not playing Super Mario Sunshine like he promised. He stole patron money. And apparently he was spamming all the stream chatters with this message. Just block the guy or mute him, get rid of him, and report him to Twitch so he'll get banned. Because he's being an asshole to everyone. It's not just you guys. He's being an asshole to everyone in the stream all day, apparently, which is not cool, obviously. It's not a cool thing at all for him to be doing that.
And it's also fake. It's also not true. You gotta listen to me and not listen to the people who spin what I say.
The truth of the matter is that way back when in the summer, there was a goal for a Patron's Choice playthrough that was set up on Patreon. The goal was hit. The patrons voted for Super Mario Sunshine. But I explained to them this was a bad idea because I was already playing Mario plus Rabbids. I was about to play Mario Odyssey. It was also the busiest time of the year for me to make ad revenue. And I said I would play it in early 2018. When there's some downtime, I would schedule it into all the other stuff, and I would play it in early 2018.
Instead, I picked the second place game, which was Spyro the Dragon. Inside of people, there is this desire to just control, hurt, take, you know what I mean? Just do what gives you pleasure and fuck everyone else.
Which everyone loved the playthrough of. I did a 100% completionist playthrough of Spyro the Dragon in place of Super Mario Sunshine.
And I promised I would play it, and I am. I'm still going to play Super Mario Sunshine.
However, what these assholes are doing, my detractors, is they're lying to everyone and saying, Phil's not playing Super Mario Sunshine like he promised in January. I never promised that.
This kind of shit needs to come out. This kind of shit needs to be exposed for what it is. A silver-tongued talker, right? Oh, I'm just going to say it one way, and hopefully you'll believe it, even though that's not the truth. And that's literally what's happening here. The guy's a liar. The guy's a fucking blatant liar and lying to everyone. But people are believing it because they don't know any better. That's like me, right? That's like me. I said in 2018 when things calm down.
But that's the thing. There's some asshole who's coming in here and lying and spamming everyone, all right? That, you know, oh, Phil's the liar. He's not going to play the game. So just ignore the idiot. He also spammed me on the forums. He also did a troll tip tonight. He's basically a piece of shit. Wasting his fucking time. Just ignore him.
You think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself. When should I play Sunshine? I should do it as a celebration. If and when I save my house and I pay these taxes off and everything is fine. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control that I could do a celebration playthrough, right? Or something like that. But we got to get there, folks. That's your fault. You created the monster. You unleashed the monster. And now your complaint is, well, the monster's too powerful to control. Well, fuck you. That's your fault. And then we can worry about Super Mario Sunshine. All right?
Almighty Phil cheered 100 bits, and says, Phil, how are you and Sarah doing? Has she and her cats moved in yet? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know a Sarah. I really don't. I've never known a Sarah. In fact, fuck. I think I knew one Sarah ever in my entire life. I'm trying to remember. I think it was in high school. I think there was this Asian girl named Sarah Lee or something. I'm trying to remember. But I don't know any Sarah. So whatever crazy conspiracy theory you have dug up, you enjoy it. You go ahead and you do that for yourself. You really enjoy your whatever you're thinking is correct, and have fun with that. I don't know any Sarah.
Shout outs. Whoa.
Blue for 2188. It gave me a $150 tip. I was doing the pre-stream. I didn't even notice this. Thank you, Blue, for holy moly. Thank you.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Persona 3 Master did a 200-bit cheer.
It's a necessary thing. You have to pay a little bit more.
He says, do you tend to do a Metal Gear Solid Redemption run? I'm still waiting for a Persona 3 Final Boss Redemption run. I still hope after so long. Dude, it's time to give up. I got to the final phase of the final boss, and all I needed to do was hit it like 2 more times, and then the fucking boss cheated and charmed my character, which healed them fully. It's complete bullshit. It shouldn't be in the game. And all I needed to do was kill it, and then it was the final cutscene. I'm not going back and replaying the whole fucking game for that. So give up. Move on. Old news. Reminds me of the same people who still bring up the Kingdom Hearts fucking stuff from like 6 years ago. And people who bring up the Blip TV stuff from fucking 7.5 years ago. And people who bring up... Jesus, here, let me see. Let me see if I can think of the oldest possible thing that pissed somebody off. Let me see.
I know, I got it. My vanilla Street Fighter 4 gameplay that was toxic. Toxic! 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 Because I would insult people and call them scrubs online. What did I ever do? What did I ever do to anyone?
People are still butthurt about that. Guess when I made that? 2009. Almost 9 years ago. People still are butthurt about this shit. Just get over it. I'm not going back to this stuff, okay?
Whoa!
I got another $100 tip from Ping Pong Pang. Thank you, Ping Pong Pang, for the tip.
Go fuck yourself and thank you for the tip. I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.